Today we're going to be talking about proportions.
Now, what is a proportion? A proportion is two equal ratios. Now, a ratio is something like 1/2 or 1 to 2. And a proportion is two of these that are equal to each other. So, this is the proportion, and this is a ratio, or this, or this, or this.
So we can use proportions to find the unknown side of two similar shapes. So this is how we would set up this proportion. We would say 2 is to 4 as 3 is to x. Then we would cross multiply, so we get 12 equals 2x. So now we divide both sides by 2. These 2's cancel. We get x equals 6.
Now, proportions can also be used on parallelograms. We can see here that these two parallelograms are similar, so we're going to use ratios to make a proportion. We can see here that z and 10 are the corresponding sides, so we'll make a ratio out of that. And that would be equal to 7 and 15, because those are the corresponding sides. Now we'll use what we learned and cross multiply, and we get 70 equals z and 15. And then we'll divide both sides by 15 to get z equals 70 over 15.
So now it's time for you to use what you've learned. Here we have two similar shapes. Use proportions to solve for y. Pause the video here. Alright, so this is how we are going to do this proportion. Those two sides are corresponding sides, and these two sides are corresponding sides. So this is how we would set up our proportion. We said that 2 is to 5 as y is to 4. Now there are multiple ways that you could set this up. You could switch the 5 and the 2 and the 4 and the y, and there's all sorts of ways to set up proportions as long as they are equal to each other. Then it'll work. So here we cross multiply, and we get 8 equals 5y. Then we divide both sides by 5, and we get that y equals 8 over 5.
Now let's try one more example. Take a look at these two triangles. Pause the video and try to solve for x. Now you may have set up a ratio like x over 9 equals 4 over 6, or 9 over x is the same as 6 over 4. But that's wrong, because as you can see here, these shapes are not actually similar, because this triangle is equilateral or something, and this is a right triangle. So that's a trick question. Did it get you? If not, good job. If it did, better luck next time.
This has been a Trevor and Sonny production. Thanks for watching.
I know you're still watching to admire these beautiful pictures, but you gotta move on to something else.